say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kamal Martin, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
47 from Mike, 47. Check, 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They got 29 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Not much there, only a yard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches. That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, now Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Here's Fields. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Powers through him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10. Now Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A read option, here's Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On play action, it's Carr. This is Gordon on the dump off. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
At the 40-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Again, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 50, here's Fields. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Melvin, room to run past midfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Squeeze, double up. 49 to Mike, 49.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Montgomery running right. Pushes him over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears add on. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working so. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Montgomery. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields. 27 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. 3rd and 1. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, now Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the left side. Melvin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Carr going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Carr to throw again. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game,